The Global Fund provides financial assistance to over 100 countries to address COVID-19. The Global Fund, an international organization dedicated to stopping AIDS, tuberculosis, and malaria, invested approximately $4 billion last year to support 106 countries to accelerate their end of these diseases, and also awarded $1 billion to support countries in their fight against COVID-19. The funds have been used to purchase personal protective equipment, medical supplies, tests, and treatments. The effort also allows for mitigating COVID-19's impact on life-saving programs for HIV, tuberculosis, and malaria. In addition, urgent improvements can now be made for community and health systems to respond to COVID-19. We are so grateful to the Global Fund and its partners. May all lives thrive someday soon in health and happiness by heaven's merciful grace.
Evidence builds that Venus was once like Earth. Scientists from Carleton University in Canada and Tomsk State University in Russia have found geological signs indicating that Venus once had a climate similar to Earth and was habitable. Currently, Venus's atmosphere is comprised of 96% carbon dioxide, and the surface temperature is 450 degrees Celsius. But climate modeling has shown that before a climate change event 1 billion years ago, Venus may have had rain, oceans, and possibly continents, snow, and other similarities with Earth. The new research efforts identified potential ancient river valleys on Venus's surface, with patterns of river erosion that are surprisingly similar to those on our planet. Thank you, researchers, for your findings. May more people understand the grave consequences of climate change on a planet, so that life may continue to thrive on our own beautiful Earth under the guidance of the Providence.
New study reveals the high environmental cost of the animal livestock industry. Scientists at the University of Augsburg in Germany have found that the price of animal flesh would increase by 146% and dairy products by 91% if it included costs such as methane, nitrous oxide, and CO2 emissions and damage to land. Conversely, the researchers found that if the same environmental costs of producing organic plant foods were applied, the price would only rise by a minute 6%. Amelie McCulkey, a co-author of the study and a vegan, explained that if pricing was corrected to reflect this true cost, animal food products will become much less in demand. Many thanks, Amelie McCulkey and co-researchers, for your important findings. In divine benediction, we pray for the destructive practice of livestock raising to totally end so we can save our planet, the animals, and our world.
Australian state to become a net exporter of green energy. The state of South Australia plans to produce 500% of its electricity needs from renewable sources by 2050. The excess energy would be exported to other states via electric cables or overseas via liquid hydrogen gas. Over the last year, South Australia produced 60% of its electricity from renewables, such as wind and solar, and hopes to reach 100% by 2030. The state also has a 5-year climate change action plan that includes 68 government measures to help increase investment and jobs in the sector and to achieve its climate goals. Way to go, South Australia, on your fast transition to green energy abundance. In the wisdom of God, may all nations quickly convert their food systems as well to be vegan in order to truly ensure a sustainable future.
Korea's Lantern Festival, recognized by UNESCO. Yeondeunhwae, the Korean annual Lantern Lighting Festival celebrating the birth of the worshipped Lord Sakyamuni Buddha, has been inscribed on the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organizations, or UNESCO, representative list of the intangible cultural heritage of humanity. To observe the festival, colorful lanterns adorn temples, houses, and streets on the 8th day of the 4th lunar month. Lighting the lanterns symbolizes the enlightenment that the Lord Buddha bestowed upon our world. In addition, large parades with elaborate floats liven the streets. The UNESCO designation formalizes and protects the time-honored traditions associated with the holiday. Congratulations, Korea, and our appreciation, UNESCO. May your sincere acts of remembrance continue to bring upliftment to many generations in Buddha's infinite light.
Vegan online platform from Canada expands to Israel. Plantex.com, which offers various services to vegans such as shopping, recipes, meal delivery, gifts, and more, will open a website in Israel to serve the nation's fast-growing population of vegans. The company behind the site, Plantex Life Incorporated, will also open a physical store in Israel, featuring an assortment of plant-based products, a cafe, restaurant, and education center. One of Israel's largest investment companies, Sagot, has invested $8.95 million into PlantX to assist with the expansion that will also include franchise and retail opportunities. PlantX in-person shops are also planned for San Diego in the United States and British Columbia in Canada. Bravo and thank you, PlantX Life Incorporated, for helping more people to access delicious vegan products and information. In the divine support, may happy vegan populations expand all over the globe.
First ever global map of bee species developed. Researchers from China, Singapore, and the United States have published a report in the peer-reviewed journal Current Biology, which identifies the global dispersion of all existing 20,000 bee species on our planet. The map of their findings showed that unlike other animals such as birds, more bee species prefer dry desert-like areas such as in Africa, the Middle East, and the United States rather than tropical environments. As many countries depend on native bee species for pollinating crops, the research could help keep track of them, with the goal of determining areas where they may be facing threats such as pesticide use and land clearing. Our gratefulness, watchful scientists, for monitoring of the world's bee populations. We pray that your work will help to keep all precious bee species healthy and strong in heaven's peace.